good? Welcome everybody to Brunch Beats with the Urban Suite and with Creative Tunes. I'm your host D Major, host of the Urban Suite on KSWAM 90.1 FM on the campus of San Antonio College. Joined as always by my partner in crime, Cheryl Meadow, taking a film right now, and of course our sound engineer Ken Hart of Creative Tunes. I appreciate y'all braving this heat, coming on out to have us here on the patio of Hash Vegan Eats. They've been very, very appreciative and generous for having us out here. And we appreciate what they're doing, especially with the tents right now. Lord knows we need to get hot. So I am going to introduce this next gentleman who I have to my left right here. Such an amazing beat maker and creative. And we are just excited to have him a part of this event today. So please give a round of applause to Cubby Milez Beats. Miles, once again, thank you. Appreciate you being here, man.
Thank you.
What's that, Cheryl and I, every time we see you doing something or out and about, we're still amazed at just how much talent you have and how young you are still.
Thank you.
Let us know, how did you start? What was your first introduction into music, even as a
little kid?
As a little kid, yeah.
Well, that guy right there, he's one of the main reasons. My dad, he's the one to blame for all my knowledge of everything. With my uncle too. Those two are the people that I look back on for everything. But yeah, they're the ones to blame for my talent.
Was there a particular moment that you remember when they kind of introduced you into music? A particular record or a particular moment?
It was when I was 12, it was Christmas time, and my uncle decided to bring over his MPC 2000, or 1500. Oh no, 2500, I'm sorry. 2500. And, I've never seen something like that before. But before all that, I did listen to a lot of music, just music that was being made on old machines. But going back to that Christmas, he brought over the MPC, and I was just very intrigued by just how he was using it. You know what I mean? So I just like that, it clicked. But I didn't realize that I would have to make my own samples and sample my own and get my own drums. I thought the drum machine, me being little, I thought the drum machine came with all that stuff. So I was very ignorant, and then so I kind of laid it off when I was 12. In the middle of me being 12, I was like, you know what, this is not for me because this is too much work. But me being homeschooled, I had nothing else to do really, and so I decided to kick it back on, and it worked. But my MPC 2000 XL, I got it for Christmas that year. It stopped working. The shift button just wasn't working, and I was very discouraged. So I kind of went off from it again. And then, a few years later, I picked it up again because we moved into the house, and I started getting into sampling real samplers and off of old records. I got a new record player, and that's what I started getting into. That was like when I was 14. I went into my first show in Spy and Limelight, and it's definitely on the same areas. It's not there anymore. But that was a core memory of me. I started with Spy, my dad, my uncle. My dad and my uncle were the main two, but Spy was there, and I was there too, and I was very good. But yeah, that was when I started really enjoying the culture.
So discovering that the equipment did not come
Yeah.
with music, what was your process on actually learning how to sample and how to load that onto the machine so you know how to manipulate and make the music that you do?
Yes, sir. By just the basics, my uncle was all to blame. He taught me just the basics, how he does it, knowing every producer has their own way of making beats. There's just the love, beautifulness of making music, in my opinion. It's all different. Trying to like this sound you're not really making music, in my opinion. You're not making art. But yeah, going back to my uncle showed me just the basics, but really knowing what to do, I had to learn on my own. Just that I feel like that's the natural way of making music.
In particular, styles of sounds that you look to when you're crate digging or trying to find the perfect beat?
I love 70s. 70s is there. I love like psychedelic rock. I love the sounds that they used back then. 80s too. I've been getting into a lot of 80s now. I like 80s sound too. 80s sound is very unique, and we're never gonna get that sound anymore. So I'm trying to bring it back to life in my ways.
I guess for a novice like me who's haven't touched the machine like that, explain your process of how you find a sample, how you load it up, and in your own creative process to put out the beats that you do.
So I usually sample like a 30-second part in a sample in a whole record, and then I chop it into 16s throughout the whole what is it, pattern, the whole drum pattern. And I just make my own unique patterns with that sample. And then I just throw drums over it. And then I call that a beat, but some people like to add more stuff like 808s, but sometimes I think 808s are a little taking the attention off of that, all the little instruments, all the little perks you have in the drum pattern. I look into more of that detail.
Okay. Now, through your process of crate digging, what has been your discovery of different types of styles and various genres of music from everywhere? How's that process been?
It's going. You know, I still have a lot on my journey to, because I've only been going to record stores in San Antonio and Austin. I want to go more. I want to dig deeper into like European. I'm pretty sure they have some like Italy or kind of see like Germany. Go to Germany and see if they have some records down there. I don't know. I just feel like we're just at the tip of the iceberg here. You know what I mean? So I would like to get into more of that.
Do you have any particular beat makers, producers that you follow, or whatever type of music they play, or how they crate dig or create their own music themselves? Any favorites? Yeah.
I have some local people like I don't know if you ever heard of Rob Victim. He's out in Austin.
Oh, he is legendary to me. I remember him back about a good 10, 12 years ago.
Yes,
He's still cranking out stuff.
Man, his way of producing, I'm not gonna compare mine to his, but his way of producing is very likable in my genre. I love how Chops, he finds these bass. I think he creates his own bass lines, and it's so crispy. I do listen to him until.
Are you following him on Instagram? So you've been following some of the flips you've been doing on the TV shows and cartoons and everything. Yeah, ridiculous. Who else do you like?
Keeping it local, I love Shots. He goes back. What is it? Shots, Genetic. They all have their own unique styles, and I respect that. I really don't know. What is it? I would say them too, mostly. They inspire me in ways that I can't make music like them, so I respect them for that.
Like that, Cheryl, I still remember the first time we saw you was the Carnage, the Executioner event over at Friends of the Sound. Yeah, it does kind of seem like a long time ago. It was just only right before the pandemic. Man, that was such a great day. Your partner, are you guys still working on some music?
He's kind of working on his own thing. He kind of ventured off into his own style, so I kind of help him here and there, but my beats are kind of steering off from his style too, so we're kind of splitting apart like that. So, and I respect his craft. You know, he makes music truly, and I respect that. But yeah, we're not really making music anymore. I do respect it. So
that's all right. That's all right. Just go over the distance.
Yes, of course.
But the level's still there.
Of course. Always be there.
So, what are you currently working on now that we can be looking out for?
My main goal, I'm trying to start a group, or me and my uncle are trying to start a group. It's a producer group called Block Hill. And we're gonna try to have multiple rappers, MCs on there. It's like a little project tape. And we're trying to make the beats together, some of them on our own, but we're mainly trying to get more rappers and MCs on there, and we're just gonna put out a little tape. But I am currently trying, my goal this year is to make at least 3 little subgroups where I'm with one other person or 2, and we make a name and we perform together. So it's not just me performing beats. I feel like that's passive. I want to have an MC over my beats and perform it. But like right now we're having one in the works. It's called Brunch Beats, and this dude named Hunter. He's really cool.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
He respect to him. He's really putting it down. I'm throwing him all these beats, and he's sending them back. Relatively fast. So I do respect his craft. But yeah, that's one of the subgroups that I'm trying to work on. But I'm trying to work on at least 3, where me and one other MC goes on a couple beats of mine, and we release EPs, and I perform them with them at shows. That's my main goal for this year.
Are you looking at jumping on any shows coming up for beat sessions or whatever?
No, currently I'm free. I'm not doing anything. This is the only thing that I was looking forward to this month. So.
Squad Spy hasn't jumped on you to have you as a feature on one of his Happy Dudes over at Southtown.
He's doing his own thing. He's going crazy. He's currently doing that B-Day bash with
Reverie.
Yes, and I would have been cool to be on there, but I understand I think it was hosted by Mad One, so yeah, like you said, I really wish I would be on more stuff. But I want to be on there with someone and be with a group instead of just being by myself, because I feel like it means more with an MC on my beats performing.
Well, if everything pans out, please keep Cheryl and I in mind.
Of course.
Because you know we're going to feature you on it. Sure.
Of course, I got you.
Yeah, definitely keep us in mind. We would love to break it. We have you on air to break the track.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so where can people find you, follow you online?
Okay, so I kind of had a fall with DistroKid, because I sample a lot, and some of my samples are not royalty free, or they're not royalty covered, they're copyrighted. So when one song gets copyrighted on your project on DistroKid, they take the whole album off. So I kind of just gave up on DistroKid right now. I'm just gonna wait until, like I said, create those groups and then put stuff online. But I do have stuff on Bandcamp. It's under it's under Rarick the Culprit. I'm trying to put Miles Beats behind me, like, just because back then I kind of took my craft for granted. So I wanna make a shift in my name. But yes, it's under Rarick the Culprit on Bandcamp. It's $17 for the whole album. It's 17 tracks. So if you want to buy each individual beat, it's $1. But yeah, that's all I have online or out there. I'm trying to put more stuff.
So what can we expect from you today?
New stuff.
New stuff?
Yes, new stuff.
Word.
Yes, sir. I'll play one of the tracks from Brimstone. Bruto will be on there. And then I'll be playing some tracks that I played last time, but some new tracks now.
Are you excited about the the prospects for 24?
Yes.
So, I will let you go ahead and get set up. Everyone, give it up for Brunch Beats. Appreciate you, man. And sit back and relax, grab something cool to drink, grab some